Ever wondered who the greatest badminton players of all time are? Well, then this video is for you. Today, I'm going to be discussing the top 4 badminton players of all time, along with compilations of their best shots. Coming in at the 4th spot on this list, we have Rudy Hartono. With 4 Thomas Cup victories, 8 titles at the All England Championships, and a 1980 World Championships title, this Indonesian's place on this list is a no-brainer. From a young age, Hartono loved athletics, including volleyball and soccer. However, as he grew older, he developed a passion for badminton. Along with his father as his trainer, Hartono began to develop a very strong work ethic and even adopted the motto, "No pain, no gain," which he carried with him throughout his 15-year professional career. Hartono had an amazing career from 1966 to 1981, and in the words of the Indian badminton legend Prakash Padukone, he was the greatest badminton player of all the times. He changed the way badminton was played. He was a complete player with hardly any weak links, an ideal role model for the sport. Due to Hartono's immense impact on the sport and his pioneering of a new age of badminton, he must be included on this list. However, it is important to remember when comparing players from different eras that equipment has improved drastically since Hartono's era, making the playstyle very different. Slotting in at number 3 on this list, we have the Indonesian player with the most impressive backhand in the history of the game, Taufik Hidayat. Something that makes Hidayat's rise to success in this sport such a shocker is that he actually wanted to become a professional soccer player growing up, and the first time that he picked up a racket was only at the age of 11. Hidayat's biggest win came at the 2004 Athens Olympic final after defeating Chon Seung-mo of South Korea. This victory really solidified his reputation as being one of the greatest players of his time and in the history of men's badminton. Another fact about his play that sounds like something out of a science fiction is that Taufik Hidayat had a backhand smash speed of over 260 kilometers per hour, far faster than any other player to hold a racket. Hidayat's incredible backhand smashes led him to many victories, and his use of this shot gave way to more players starting to experiment with faster backhand shots. Even though Taufik Hidayat does not come in at number 1 on this list, he's still one of the greatest players of all time who will be remembered for the rest of time. Coming in at the number 2 spot on this list is the one and only Lee Chong-wei of Malaysia. Although Lee Chong-wei's career has been filled with the biggest of upsets, it is undeniable that he is one of the greatest badminton players to ever hold a racket, and his skill and work ethic are matched by very few in the game. In the last couple of years, Lee Chong was diagnosed with nose cancer, and unfortunately, as a result, he was forced to retire from the sport that he loved. However, he has recovered and he continues to play badminton with his wife and kids. One of the greatest titles that Lee Chong-wei has under his belt is something that makes his place on this list a no-brainer. It is that he has the highest win percentage in the history of male badminton at nearly 85%. Lee Chong-wei was also one of the hardest working players, and his hard work led to a solidified reputation as being one of the most talented players of all time. Lee Chong-wei's most famous shot was his diving backhand block, and it is one of the most magnificent defensive shots you will ever see. The amount of times that he has played this shot is a testament to his tenacity and his will to never give up. Unfortunately, due to the fact that he lacks a number of championships due to Lin Dan's co-dominance in his era of badminton, he does not make the number 1 spot. And finally, taking the number 1 spot as the greatest badminton player of all time is Lin Dan of China. He is widely regarded as one of the most dominant singles player in the history of the game. He has some of the greatest footwork and a rare finesse to his game that makes it impossible to stop watching his skillful play. One of Lin Dan's biggest accomplishments is being the only player ever to win all 9 major titles: the Asian Games, the Asian Championship, the Olympic Games, World Championship, the World Cup, the Thomas Cup, the Super Series Masters Finals, the All England Open, and the Sudirman Cup. Lin Dan's two biggest victories were in the 2008 Beijing Olympic final against Lee Chong-wei of Malaysia and his 2012 London Olympic final also against Lee Chong-wei. This made him one of the first ever male badminton player to win 2 Olympic finals in a row. Lin Dan is one of the hardest working players of all time, and his training and dedication to the game are the perfect example of how hard work pays off. Lin Dan also had a significant rivalry with Lee Chong-wei throughout their careers, as both of them were the untouchable top dogs in men's badminton at the time. Lin Dan led this rivalry, winning 28 times and only losing 12. All of these traits and impressive accomplishments are what make Lin Dan the greatest badminton player of all time. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you disagreed with any of the rankings in this video, don't be afraid to comment down below with your opinions. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe. See you next time.